time for Final Four competition in the Pro Stock category. Tony Christian Chevrolet Beretta versus Warren Johnson's Oldsmobile. I'm Steve Evans along with Don Garlitz and Brock Yates. And Don, so far lane choice hasn't been a factor. Warren Johnson has it here, though.
Well, he's taken the lane that was repaired, so that's very interesting. I've seen just as many wins out of one lane or the other.
Warren Johnson has actually changed lanes from the round before when he was on the near side. Now he puts Tony Christian there. Great start by Johnson. Christian trying to make up that deficit. Cannot do it. Warren Johnson, 731, big speed, almost 190 miles per hour. You know, Warren Johnson, Don, has really been working on his driving, and it shows here. His reaction time of 4.3, and you said earlier a perfect light is a 4.0. So he is 0.03 of a second away from that, and that's good in this category.
It certainly is. You can see from the start that Warren took a very definite starting line advantage, and Christian was never able to challenge him, as Warren has been running some tremendous speeds all day long. 188 in the previous round, 189 in this next round. Who knows, we may even see a 190 before the day's over. And as the two cars move down course, you can see Johnson continues to put distance on Tony Christian. It's something that's very unusual in this close pro stock racing.
Tony Christian felt the sting of Warren Johnson and his Oldsmobile at the starting line where you had him by 400s and the finish line where you had him by a couple of car lengths.
Well, I don't know if it was a couple of car lengths because I couldn't see that far back, but I thought it was a perfect race.
A 731?
We'll see what Darrell runs. 31 was pretty good. We bogged it a little bit. The track was actually a little bit better than we thought it was. NHRA did a real good job of preparation on this track.
You bet they did, and you are dedicated to stopping the Dodge.
I think we all are, not just me.
Somebody's got to do it.
See Warren Johnson already thinking ahead, putting the Dodge in the final. Meanwhile, the big thrash is going on in Craig Smith's pit. Every run, they've been burning this engine up, some sort of a fuel starvation problem. And now they're in the final, and the question is, will they have enough parts? Will they have enough time to get this car repaired in time to race Kenny Bernstein?
Well, we'll find out, and we'll keep track of the action in the Craig Smith pits, but right now, it's time for more pro stock racing. Who will meet Warren Johnson in the final round? Warren doesn't think it'll be Jerry Eckman, as you heard him say. It'll be the Dodge of Darrell Alderman. The Dodge is so intimidating that it is starting to cause some repercussions. We saw Ricky Smith red light against it, figuring he had to do that. Let's see how Jerry Eckman handles the pressure of racing the quickest pro stock car of them all, the 1990 Winston champion Darrell Alderman. The Pontiac, the yellow car, that's Eckman. The red and white car, that's the Dodge Daytona. You're on board with Darrell Alderman as he pulls second gear, third gear, high gear. And he never sees Jerry Eckman till the last instant. It is Alderman into the final at 7:37. But listen to this. Eckman wasn't outpowered. He was outdriven. He ran quicker at 7:36. Alderman a huge speed, 189 miles per hour.
And here we see just a classic example of what can happen when your mind is on your competitor more than yourself. Eckman is late off the starting line. A 4:78 reaction time is not the type of driving that he does, but that's what cost him the race. Alderman was right on the light. He took a nice starting line advantage. The car did run good down course, 189 miles an hour, and I'll tell you, he needed every bit of it to be able to win this race. So that sets up the pro stock final. It will be Darrell Alderman versus Warren Johnson, and Alderman has the lane choice.
Nothing hurts a pro stock driver's ego more than being beaten by a hole shot. Alderman knows that, so he goes over and consoles Jerry Eckman a bit. And Eckman right now is looking at him like, you know, you were vulnerable and I failed to execute. Gosh darn, there'll be another time, Jerry.